Hey, what's up guys, welcome to a brand new video. Today I'm going to be doing the VIP tag, visually impaired person or persons tag. This is a series of questions, I believe it's 10 questions that are about my visual impairedness, and well, it's been going around YouTube for a while. A lot of the big YouTubers who are blind or visually impaired are doing it, and I just happened to get tagged by my friend Everything Blind. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and let's get on with the questions. So hope you enjoy. Let's get into it. Let's get started. Let me just get my phone here. Have it hooked with a Bluetooth so you guys can hear the questions as well. So, question 1.
What medical condition caused you to be blind or visually impaired?
What medical condition caused me to be blind or visually impaired? Let's see. When I was born, I had cataracts when I was little, and they took those out, and that brought on glaucoma. It was good. I was a high partial up until I was about 13, 14 years old. And that's when my glaucoma started kind of spiraling out of control. It started acting up, and my eye pressure was really high, and I would get horrible headaches, and I lost a lot of sight. I went from being able to see newspaper print to not even the biggest print available. I used to use a CCTV, which is a closed circuit television that magnified things hella big, and even that was starting to get, go away. And I lost a lot of sight between the years of 13 years old and about 17. 17 it started, stabling out, and a couple years later in 2009, I started stabling out like 2007. So in 2009, I lost my sight completely when I woke up blind because my retina detached when I was asleep. So, and they did a surgery, but I waited too long, or the doctors waited too long, or whatever happened. Anyway, they tried to save it, but it was already too late, because you have to do, when you get a retina detachment, you have to do it ASAP. It took a month to do it, so yeah, that's why I'm blind. So, alright, question number 2.
Medical condition 2. In 3 words, describe your vision.
In 3 words, describe my vision. Frustrating and amazing, I guess. Frustrating and humbling. Yeah, frustrating and humbling. Frustrating because I get lost when I go to like new campuses, like when I go to Junior Blind of America, where I did my customer service and where they helped me to go look for jobs right now. It's kind of a big campus, and I've gotten lost a few times. Even when I was going to college, I got lost a few times, but that's the best way to, it's the best way to find yourself, because it's funny, like I said before in other videos, when I don't need help, there are people, left and right, willing to help you out. But when you're really lost, there's no one around. So it can be frustrating, but it's a humbling moment as well. And it's humbling also because you learn to appreciate things that you took for granted when you were able to see it, or when you had sight. And you learn to, not to judge people by the way they look, and to judge people by hearing them out and getting to know them, not just by looking at them and be like, oh, she looks like a slob, or he looks like whatever. So yeah, frustrating and humbling. So yeah, that's my response for that question. So let's go to number 3.
3. What is the hardest thing to do being blind or visually impaired?
What is the hardest thing to do while being blind or visually impaired? I want to say, well, getting around places, but I mean, even then, it's never a bad idea to ask for help when you really need help. But the most frustrating hardest thing to do is getting a job. Usually when people see me, walking into a job interview, they're like, oh crap, there's a blind person. He sounded so normal when he talked to me on the phone. I had someone tell me, oh, you don't sound blind. I was like, how's a blind person supposed to sound? So yeah, that's one of the hardest things to do. I've been looking for a job for almost 10 months already, or almost a year actually. It's gonna be a year in June. But anyway, it's hard to find a job because people take one look at you and they are like, oh, well, we'll call you back, and yeah, never gonna call back. So that's why I'm still unemployed. But yeah, one of the hardest things to do is get a job, and hopefully that'll change with a lot of us YouTubers, blind YouTubers, putting ourselves out there and showing you guys that we could do it. So yeah, that's number 3. So yep, finding a job is hard. Well, one of the hardest things for me. So let's go to number 4.
4. What is the best part about being blind or visually impaired?
What is the best part about being blind or visually impaired? One of the things for me is the best is not being able to see what people look like, because that way you get rid of you get rid of the whole judging the book by its cover thing, and you get to judge people on how they sound. For me, I get to hear what someone sounds like, and for some reason I have this thing where I can tell what people are like just by hearing them talk, and that about 85% of the time I'm right. And I'd rather have that than, you know, have a person dress like a slob and they know to be a really cool person, and I don't talk to them because I don't like, you know, I don't like the way they dress or whatever. Another cool thing is I can tell people that are going blind, or I can tell people that you know, that have that fear of blind people, look, it's okay, we're just like you. I don't know, it's one of the coolest things in my opinion. But you know, proving people wrong about blind people is another cool thing. So there's quite a few things about being blind that are kind of cool. So yeah, so let's go to number.
VIP question share button. Why did you join YouTube? 9. What is 8? What 7? Do you have 6? What question 5?
I hate getting lost.
What question do you get asked most about or because of your vision?
What question do I get asked more about my vision? What was it?
5. What question do you get asked most about or because of your vision?
What questions do I get asked more about my vision? I get asked, well, first of all, I get asked, what's wrong with your eyes? Because my eyes are blue and I'm Hispanic. So usually Hispanic people like me don't have blue eyes. Well, some of them do, but dark people like me don't have blue eyes. So I get confused with someone who's Middle Eastern or whatever. So my eyes actually turned blue when I turned blind, and I have this, like, my eyes move a lot, so it looks like I'm looking like all kinds of different directions when I'm really not. I'm really trying to, you know, I'm focusing on you, where your voice is coming from. So yeah, I get asked, oh, what's wrong with your eyes or whatever. So I'm used to that already. Before, it used to bug the hell out of me. I used to be like, oh, can we just stop asking that already? But you know, as time goes on, you have to educate people. You have to educate people, you know, I'm just like you. And you know, there may be a little twitch in my eye may be moving a lot. And yeah, I mean, it's normal. I can control it. You know, it's just how I am. That's what makes me who I am, I guess. But I'm a normal person just like you, just with the little twitch. But yeah, anyway. So yeah, that's the question I get a lot. What's going on with your eyes, or what's up with your eyes? I've gone that on YouTube. So answer that question. Yeah, I did a video on that on YouTube actually more than a year ago. I think back in December of last year, because I gotten questions about that, and I'm like, you know what, let me talk about it. So if you want to go check that out, it's the video called Why I'm Blind. So go ahead and check that out. So that's that. Let's go on to the next question now.
6. Do you have a cane, a guide dog, or neither?
Do I have a cane, or guide dog, or neither? I have a cane. The reason why I have a cane is because a dog is too much work, and there's like that emotional attachment when, you know, when you have to retire your dog, or your dog is acting up, so you have to give it up. And I don't know, I just don't want to put a dog through that. I don't want to put myself through that either. I had to put my dog that I had down since I was like 9 years old. She was like 19, and that was hard. She had cancer, so we had to put her down. And I had a dog, well, I have a dog, my oldest dog, he's 12, his name is Doogie, and he is a little over 12 years old now, and he's over the mountain already. He's getting there. So, you know, when he goes, it's gonna be a very, very sad day in my household. It's gonna be a very sad day in my household. So I'm not ready for that day to come, but you know, what can I do? It's just how nature is. So I don't want to go through that again. I hope he lives for a long time. But you know, dogs tend to have a shorter lifespan than we do, so I'm gonna enjoy my little dog as much as I can. So yeah, that's why I don't have a guide dog. If I have a cane, I could just, you know, if it breaks, I could just get a new one. If it gets lost or stolen, I was gonna say stossed. I was getting lost or stolen, I could just get a new one, and that's it. I mean, there's no emotional attachment to a cane unless someone, you know, who I really care about really gave it to me. But other than that, I could just buy the cane, order online, or you know, go to the Braille Institute and pick it up on my own. But yeah, that's it. So yeah, that's it for that question. Let's go to the next question.
7. What one piece of advice would you give to someone who is going to lose, or has lost their vision?
What piece of advice would I give to someone who is going to lose or has lost their vision? It's not the end of the world. Going blind, it's hard. I know it is. I know it's hard. I've been blind for almost 8 years, and it's hard. The first few months, the first years are the hardest because you're trying to adapt to, a new lifestyle. You're trying to learn how to. You're basically, the ground was basically pulled out from under you, and you're starting new again, and it's hard, especially when you're a teenage. You're adult already. You're an adult already, or you're what do they call it? When you're older, like in your 30s, 40s, 50s, whatever, it's harder. It is. I mean, I lost my sight when I was 19, and it's definitely hard. It's a humbling experience. Just know that it's not the end of the world. Me personally, I would rather be blind than be, on a respirator machine in hospice care, or, being told you have terminal cancer or whatever. I would rather, be blind because I could still go out, I could still enjoy the world. Yeah, I can't see what's around me, when it comes to looking at like monuments or whatever. But hey, I mean, we could still get out and about. I mean, some of us are on YouTube. Like, I have friends that are on YouTube, like my buddy Everything Blind, who tagged me in this post, the VIP tag thing. So he does all kinds of stuff, and he doesn't let his visual impairment get in the way. My friend Tammie from Circle of the Blind Mice, she recently went to Europe and England, I think, and did like a whole tour thing with a band she likes. So that was pretty cool. And so, we get out there. So it's not a bad thing being blind. A lot of blind YouTubers are getting the word out there that we're not just, blind people, to feel sorry. We're not here to feel sorry for you to feel sorry for us. What am I trying to say? We're not here for you to feel sorry for us. We're here because we're living life just like everybody else. So it's not the end of the world going blind. It's actually just getting started. So yeah. All right, next question.
10. Why didn't 9? What is one piece of advice you would give to a sighted person about interacting with a person who is blind or visually impaired?
What is one piece of advice I would give to someone who's sighted to interacting with someone who's blind or visually impaired? I would say we're just like you, just given that we can't see, but we're just like you. We're just trying to get by. We're trying to, we're trying to make ends meet like everybody else. We're trying to, we're living in your world. It's a little harder because, said disability. So we're just trying to get by. We're trying to live in your world. We're trying to work. We're trying to, work and play. And we're here. We're not going nowhere. We're very unique in the fact that we don't let things get in our way. We work harder than someone who's sighted does. From what I've seen, my friends, we work a little harder than people that are sighted work. So we're just like you. Don't take us for granted, or don't take us, don't take us for granted. What am I trying to say? Don't take us lightly, because or don't underestimate us. There you go. Don't underestimate us, because sometimes we can do more than you can. We can do more than you can, or we're just as smart as you are. So yeah, don't underestimate us. That's my little advice for you, because we're good too. So, alrighty, next question.
9. Why did you join YouTube?
Why did I join YouTube? I joined YouTube because at the time I started my channel back in 2015, almost 2 years ago. Dang, time flies. I didn't really see any blind YouTubers. I really didn't. I mean, I knew there were probably some out there, but I didn't see any. I didn't see any. Like, I would look through like YouTube and I wouldn't find any blind YouTubers. There probably was, but I probably wasn't looking right. But and also I love technology. I love iPhones. I love iPads. I love tech in general, and I help people in my area here in LA, with their iPhones and whatnot. I teach independently. I go to people's houses, or I meet up with them in places and help them out with their phones or their iPads or whatever. And I enjoy that. And I can't be everywhere, so I like putting out these videos for someone who's living in, across the country, or someone who's living in another country. They could just go online, if they're subscribed to my channel, see, okay, he put out a new video about the iPhone, or making a Lyft ride, or I wonder if Mario Run is accessible. So they try a Mario Run and they look at my video and they said, oh, okay, he tried it already, so my one's inaccessible. I don't know, I just like helping people out. It's a very, very good thing to do. It makes me feel better when I help somebody else out. So that's why I joined YouTube, because I wanna make my reach, you know, I wanna help out people, not just in my area, but as many people as I can reach. And I wanna show people that aren't visually impaired that, look, we could do that too. We use technology just like you do. I can use an iPhone better than someone who can't see use an iPhone. So that's my little spiel right there. So yeah, that's why I joined YouTube. I just love helping people out in general, and it's a good feeling when people say, oh, because of you, I got a message from someone that said, because of you, my dad's learning his iPhone, and that really touched me. I was like, oh my god, that meant the world to me. Yeah, that meant the world to me. So let's go to the next question, number 10. I believe it's the last one.
10. Name 3 people to do this tag next.
Name 3 people to do the tag next. I don't know many blind YouTubers personally. Like my friend Everything Blind tagged me, so I can't tag him back. This isn't this isn't tag. We're not playing tag. But the only one I know who is on Twitter and does YouTube is my buddy Tammie from Circle the Blind Mice. So Tammie, you're up. You're next. So yeah. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, go ahead and let me know. Drop a like. I will leave I will leave a link to Everything Blind and my friend Tammie from Circle the Blind Mice's channel down below in the description. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Drop a comment down below as well. So anyway, hope you guys enjoy, and well, see you guys next time. Bye guys.